and welcome to Aspen Cooking, my friends. Today I will show you how to prepare a rack of lamb. I have watched a bunch of different recipes, and the ones that I like the most are from Gordon Ramsey and Tasty Channel, and we're going to do kind of a hybrid, and it's going to be a mix of both. Let's get cooking. Guys, first things first, we're going to have to trim out our rack of lamb a little bit. If you're one of those lucky ones and your butcher did it for you, that's wonderful. I'm not one of those guys, so I'm going to have to trim it up, make it pretty, just the way I like it. So, it is already Frenched, but I do not believe that it's Frenched enough. So I'm going to French it a little bit more, make it pretty. So, I am going in between the bones carefully and removing these extra bits and pieces of meat. You can go as deep as you would like in between the bones. Just make sure that you leave the fillet intact. I like it more Frenched than less, so this is what I'm doing. And again, if your butcher did it for you, that's great. Sometimes they come in trimmed, sometimes they don't. It's not going to change the taste of things, but it's just for show. So here we are. And now I want to remove this. Skin lining, fat, whatever you want to call it. Guys, remember, fat is taste, but too much fat is probably not good. So I am trimming some of it. I'm not cutting all of it off. I'm leaving some on, but I just want to make sure that we have a nicer looking rack of lamb here. Guys, we have this silver skin in here that I want to remove because I want to make sure that we get to seal our lamb really well. And this part is tough, so if you leave it on, you're ready to start chewing, because it's the chewy part. Take your time, spend a couple of minutes, trimming it out, because I can guarantee it will be well worth it for presentation and overall ability and taste of your end product. Here's what we're working with now. Guys, it is important to season your rack of lamb before we apply any heat on it, and I'm going to do it with my rosemary and salt. If you're interested in how to make it, I'm going to link, I'll leave a link right here for it, or in the description, either or. But yeah, so we're going to season it well with salt and with pepper. And we're going to season both sides. I'm going to go ahead and apply it even on the sides. I'm going to apply seasoning even on the sides, like so. Just dab it like that. Okay, now we're going to go and move to our stove and get our oil quite hot. Grapeseed oil goes on to our cast iron pan. We're going to crush some garlic cloves. I'm going to add it, there we go, to our pan and let it give all of its flavor to our oil in here. The oil is quite hot, and we're going to sear up our rack of lamb. Perfect. Give it a couple of minutes on this side. Guys, I'm going to toss in some thyme in here for us. Woo! And shooting. That is perfect. Now I'm going to turn it just like that, so this part can get some love. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the butter. Get the butter to melt. yeah, get our garlic in it. Perfect. Herbs. Wonderful. As I was basting, I thought of something. I'm going to baste like this. I'm going to baste with our herbs. Wonderful. You see that? Oh yeah. Perfect. Guys, while our meat is getting seared up, we're going to use some Panko breadcrumbs right here. We're going to use some parsley, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, just a splash of that, and mix it. What do I got here? We removed it from the heat, we're done searing it. We got some Dijon mustard, and that is our binding agent now. We're going to liberally apply it on. And then we're going to add our Panko parsley breadcrumbs mixture. We're at the color, and we're going to send it to the oven. Now let's talk about the oven real quick here. It is preheated to 400 degrees, and it will sit there for about 150 degree Fahrenheit internal temperature. Now, Dijon mustard has been applied. Now I'm going to start adding our beautiful mixture. Panko breadcrumbs, olive oil, parsley, and Parmesan cheese. Ah, this is going to be delicious. Guys, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees, and once we're done here, we will send our dish for finishing touches in the oven and heat treatment. If you want a bloody rare, 115 to 125 internal, rare 125 to 130, or medium 130 to 140. I would most definitely not recommend it well done or medium well, but 140, 150 would be just fine as well. Guys, the crumbs are applied. Transferring our rack to cast iron and sending this baby into the oven. We'll see you shortly. Jeez, if you don't want to get drunk, I can't even get drunk. Get going. Let's get this party started. Cheers. Guys, our rack is ready. Now, first thing we're going to do is let it rest, because we don't want to cut it and all of the juices will start running out of it. Let's cut into it. See what we're left with here. Delicious. Let's get another one. Hopefully this one will stay together. Oh, look at that. Perfect. You see that? Wonderful. Let's get another one. Guys, our rack of lamb is ready. I want to give it a shot. Wow. Juicy, delicious, tender. seasoning is incredible. Oh, wow. It's so tender, it's melting in your mouth. That's a success. This would be a great Christmas dinner, you know? With wine. Wonderful. Guys, as always, if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all this kind of engagement and whatever else you know this YouTube offers, and we'll see you in the next one.